You know Gilcrease Orchard for their sunflowers, pumpkins, Christmas trees. However you're celebrating, they've got it all. But I'll tell you one thing, we're here this Halloween season to get in on all the exciting attractions they have here that you can experience to get into the spooky season. So let's go take a look. Mark, Gilcrease Orchard has quite a bit of history. It's been around for a few years, to say the least. Give us a little bit of that backstory of why it's a staple for a lot of people in our community that keeps coming back every year.
Well, this is really the last big farm of any size around in this valley. And so this is kind of a little treasure, which is why it's a nonprofit foundation. Otherwise, it'd been probably sold into houses.
You can really pick fruits and vegetables of any kind here.
Right. We try to get a little bit of a lot of different things from March through October. That's kind of our main season.
But you had your hand in this maze behind us here. What did you get involved with here?
Well, so I designed the maze. We planted it just as solid corn, and then I designed it, and then if there was a row that was kind of weak, we just made the trail go over there instead of where I had it designed. So we just kind of made it up as we went.
All right, well, I'm gonna go and take a little gander inside. Hopefully I make it out on the other end because my sense of direction is not great whatsoever. All right, I'm gonna go get lost. Okay. All right, so far so good. You know, kind of easy trail here, nice and breezy. You could take a little brisk walk. Remember, you can't eat the corn here, so don't get greedy. There's lots to eat at Gilcrease, just don't eat the corn. Feel like you're part of the history of Gilcrease. I mean, it's glorious. Let's go. Let's proudly exit in stride. Woohoo! Behind us is a really cool area where people can enjoy a lot of what Gilcrease has to offer in a very jazzy setting. So describe what's happening behind us here.
So this is where we make our donuts. This is where we have our concessions, where we have breakfast burritos and quesadillas and other things like that, hot dogs.
Yeah.
And so since it's a ticketed event, we try to have live music.
I like it. It's a vibe. Mark, we are here where the magic happens with, I'm gonna call it, the world famous donuts. Right? You guys have different flavors, so what's happening right here?
We have basically plain, which is kind of boring, and then cinnamon sugar coating. So, and then we have a glaze. It's a cinnamon cream cheese.
So I feel like I might need to throw a donut or two into the sugar.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Look at that. Ready for the eating. Like that? Oh, you gotta smush them in there. Okay, very fast. Hooah! That was a crappy job on my part. I tell you what, there is a method to the madness, and it's not me. All right, one maze clearly was not enough. I need to get back into what else they've got going on here at Gilcrease, which means we're headed into the straw maze. There's only one way to get through this. It's not over, it's through. Oh, I probably should have worn knee pads for this one, but this is what the kiddos are doing. And so guess what? We are too, because when you come here, no matter how old you are, you get to have fun like a kiddo too. Victory! And there's still a little bit to go. So tell us a little bit about what goes into growing these pumpkins here at Gilcrease.
So we plant quick maturing varieties. So we plant about mid-July, because if we plant any earlier than that, that's just too hot for them. They're 90-day maturing varieties, but because of the heat, they're actually maturing like in 65 days.
When are you guys open, and when can people come visit you to grab whatever veggies and fruits they may want to grab?
From March through October, we're open for picking. Get a ticket in advance to come on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays, and Sundays.
All right, well, we've talked about the pumpkins. It's time that we go see some of these pumpkins, which is why I'm wagon ready, baby. Let's do this. I'm Now this is a pumpkin. Well, there's only one more thing to check out on our tour here at Gilcrease Orchard, and that's hopping on the hayride. Good thing I have a snack. There's some history people can learn when they get on the hayride. What's a little bit about that story?
Well, they'll talk about what this was before. It was an orchard in the mid-70s. So back in the 20s, they grew alfalfa, and they had chickens, they had turkeys, and they supplied Nellis Air Force Base with a lot of their food.
Well, that was fun. Remember, you only have a few more times to check out everything Gilcrease has to offer, so be sure to visit thegilcreaseorchard.org.